All right, let's take a look at these two G licks using the bar shape position up at the 12th fret. So this is going to be using a partial bar shape. So ring finger is going to be on 12th fret 1st string, and middle finger is 12th fret 2nd string. So I'm going to play it for you real slow. So it has a really cool rhythm to it. You might notice that it's actually the first two measures of Lonesome Road Blues. So the way we're doing this is it's starting out with 2 quarter notes. So middle finger plucks the 1st string 2 times, and then we're doing a forward roll, hitting strings 5, 2, 1, 5. So that first measure goes. And that forward rolls middle, index, thumb, middle, and double check the tablature underneath. So the second measure sounds like this. So those are all quarter notes. So what I did was reach out to 14th fret, 1st string with my pinky, pluck that with middle, then pluck 5th string with thumb, and then lift off the pinky, and then you're going to pluck 1st string again, middle finger, and then one more quarter note on the 5th string. So the whole thing is. And that has a cool rhythm to it, using a mixture of quarter notes and eighth notes, so it could potentially be a way to start a solo up the neck for a lot of simple bluegrass tunes, 9-pound hammer. Even if it's not necessarily the melody, it's a nice rhythm and it's a nice substitute melody. So you could go from G, 2 measures of G, to C. Or any other combination. So try that, and we're going to take a look at lick number 2. All right, so lick number 2 uses all the same notes, just mixed up in a different rhythmic order. So here's lick number 2. So that's also a mixture of quarter notes and eighth notes. We're going to be in the same position as the previous lick, the partial bar chord, and it's going to start with 1 quarter note on the 1st string. All right, now we're going to be hammering on from 11 to 12 on the 2nd string, from index to middle. So you might just practice doing that hammer on for a minute. So after that quarter note, we're going to be going into an 8th note forward roll, and it's going to sound like, here's the whole first measure. All right, so we got our quarter note on the 1st string. Then we're going to start our forward roll with the index, and we're going to hammer from 11 to 2. So we've got hammer on with index, middle on the 1st, thumb 5th, index 2nd, and then we're reaching out to grab that 14th fret 1st string, and then 5th string thumb. And then that's the first measure, and then it starts back over with another hammer on, and we're still in 8th note pattern here. So we're going index on the 2nd, middle 1st, thumb 5th, index 2nd, reach back out with the pinky to hit 1st string 14th fret, thumb on the 5th, and then we end with a quarter note. So you lift your pinky and you hit 1st string. Okay, so it starts with a quarter note and ends with a quarter note. And again, this is another lick that could be used as a 2-measure substitution for a melody. It's just, you're basically getting from just rolling over chords, you're adding ornamentation, hammer-ons, colorful melody notes. This is actually reaching up with a pinky and hitting an E note, so that makes this a G6. So it's adding it, gives it a little bit more of a colorful, jazzy flavor. and that could fit any 2 measures of G for an up the neck solo. So you could do that and then go into a C chord, 2 measures of G, 2 measures of C. Just one example, but that's just giving you an idea of how you can use these licks. So also take these same licks, and remember they're on a bar chord, so you can try them out on any bar chord. I would recommend experimenting with these. If you wanted to move this down to an F lick, you'd have this. Move it down to a D lick, or the first lick. So anyway, that's a way to recycle Scruggs-style banjo to get the most for your money with these licks. You want to try them all around the neck, because that's how this stuff works. So work on these licks, experiment improvising with them and changing them up. Put different roll patterns to them. That's all it really amounts to, is different rolls have a certain rhythm to for the lick. So anyway, try getting creative with it. So enjoy this, and we'll see you in the next lesson.